Every Thursday, we catch up with Alana Rocha of the Texas Tribune for an in-depth look at the top stories from the Texas Capitol. She covers coronavirus in universities and a GOP lawsuit against the governor with KXAN morning anchor Sally Hernandez.
Let's start with Governor Abbott, and members of his own party are suing him. Why are they suing him? What are the arguments against the leader of their own party?
This is kind of part of a longer running criticism of the governor and his handling of the coronavirus pandemic. In this suit, they argue, he as a unilateral figure can't issue an executive order and thwart election law, which says that early voting starts on the 17th of the month leading up to Election Day. And if that day falls on a weekend, which this year it does, then you go to the next weekday, which is the 19th. Abbott, a short time ago, extended early voting by 6 days to give people more of an opportunity, kind of spread out voting, make it safer during the pandemic. And you see GOP State Chairman Alan West, Ag Commissioner Sid Miller, party to this lawsuit, wanting this to be not the case and arguing that if there was ever a time for a special session to call lawmakers back, now would be it.
There is a race or a controversy to name the replacement for the late U.S. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Do you think that we're going to see a fight down the ballot here as well?
Well, state Democrats hope so, and even before the death of Justice Ginsburg, they had their eyes and money and resources into flipping the state house. They're only within 9 seats of doing so, and they see that the best way to stop a conservative majority on the court is to have a voice and thwart any legislation at the state level that could, likely be challenged in court and run up all the way to the Supreme Court. So they want to say they want their voice heard, and they see that as by focusing on the state house.
Let's talk about university and colleges and how they are trying to control COVID-19 on campus. How are they trying to keep students from infecting locals?
A multifaceted approach. Everybody's kind of figuring out best practices as they go. But, we saw here in Austin with UT Austin a few weeks back in the football game, they required that students test negative for the virus before entering the gates. Not all fans were required to do that. And, we know as recent as this week, the CDC had said that, we know younger people are less susceptible to the worst of the virus, but they are spreaders. And so they're also doing contact tracing. They're requiring masks on campus, taking other measures to make sure that any spread that happens on campus doesn't spread into these communities.
Alana Rocha at the Texas Tribune. Alana, thank you again.
Thank you.